Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we know something about whatever we do, and when we do not know why we are doing, there is little difference. For example, take a medicine. Now we do not know how the medicine acts. So we take it and there is called a dravya guna. The effect of that medicine will happen on you without your knowledge. You don't have to know. Second thing is, when you know, then the impact will be more careful and precise. Exactly the same way, when we think about yoga life, and if we do not know what exactly is the purpose of this yoga that we do. If the purpose is health, yoga will have a different meaning. If the purpose is longevity, the yoga will have different meaning. But if yoga is directed towards abiding in our essential self, then we will have a different approach through the yoga. Therefore, those who have studied Vedanta and then they practice yoga, their practice of yoga is different. Those who have not studied and they practice yoga, the practice of yoga for these people is different. See? Those who have not studied the scriptures, for them yoga will be only at the body level. So their achievement is, now I can sit for half an hour without movement. So their whole focus is how long I can sit without movement at all. And that is all that they want. But if we have studied as we all have studied, the life in its totality has to be understood first. We all suffer or enjoy. Till such time, suffering and enjoying is the only theme of our life, we will have a different meaning of yoga. And if we rise above the success and failure, the miseries and the joy, then the meaning of life and yoga will be different. Now, for example, as we have studied, there are only three stages as a spiritual life. First is freedom from body identification. Second is freedom from the notion that we are a soul or a jiva in one body. And third, we have to again to be born and die again and again. This is what we understand. So we have to first get freedom from body identification, then inquire what is the meaning of jiva, and then come to know the substratum which is supporting both the jiva as well as the gross body. Therefore, yoga, all practices, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, all 8 of them are directed towards first step, freedom from body identification. If that is not happening, all what we are doing is only acrobatics. That is the purpose. So, today we will see about this from the asana point of view, and tomorrow we will see from the pranayam point of view. These are the earlier stages. Yama niyama, we are supposed to lead a proper life. Yesterday's evening lecture we have seen that. So, when asana is practiced, what is the purpose of practicing asana? Normally people think yoga means only asana. And nowhere in Yoga Shastra, asana means acrobatic is ever mentioned. If you study Patanjali Yoga Darshan, their asana is defined as Sthira Sukham Asanam. Sukham is happiness, Sthira is steady. Remaining steadily happy is called as asanam. There is no mention that you have to sit in a Padmasana or the Halasana. No. And thereafter, the next sutra comes. Can we be steadily happy? So the technique is given. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapattibhyam. Prayatna Shaithilya is minimum efforts, ultimately leading to effortlessness. Prayatna Shaithilya. And this effortlessness is achieved only when the individuality disappears and merging in the absolute happens. See? So whenever we are effortless, we are normal. Now those who are hard of hearing, for them, they have to put a lot of effort in listening. But those who are normal, for them it takes no time. Relaxed way they can listen. So, Prayatna Shaithilya is the sign of attainment of perfection in yoga or the asana. Now, where do the Prayatna come? Efforts come. Efforts are always with somebody. The moment you become somebody, efforts will begin. When you are nobody, no efforts. See? For example, try to snore when you are awake. You cannot. You cannot. But in the deep sleep, Prayatna Shaithilya. Difficult to stop. And there I am snoring, even that thought doesn't come. Therefore, yoga and meditation means we have to first of all get rid of body identification. First step. Now, to achieve this, we have to understand a little bit of body's postures. Like if you see this tripod, it is very steady, no movement. The reason is the weight of this camera is equally distributed on all the three legs and the center of the gravity is exactly in the center. Exactly the same way, the posture if you see when we sit, our body posture is like a cone, like a pyramid with three sides. In that, the distance between the knees, the distance between the knee and the backbone, and the distance between the knee and the neck is approximately same. So it becomes an equilateral cone. The center of gravity of this equilateral cone is the sitting bones. They are also called as pin bones. Medical term they call it ischia points. So let the weight of our body land on these two bones. So when you sit down, you just adjust, open your legs, close your legs, whatever is required, and see that the weight does not go on your thighs or on your calf muscles or on your ankles. After this has happened, thereafter the body will attain two qualities. It will be firm at the base. It won't move. Why we move is because when our weight is displaced on this side or that side, that leg gets numb or the pain begins. Then we shift the pain from here to here and therefore constantly moving. On the contrary, if the weight is properly on the pin bones, there is no weight on other side, So there is no pressure and the lymph flow is not hampered and there is no numbing. The nerves are not pressed, it is only the vessels which are pressed. Therefore the numbing sensation comes. So when you sit in this way, your body's foundation becomes firm. Then vertically, the body remains steady because there is no pain anywhere. So it remains in one posture. Two things. Now the third important thing is about the hands. Where to keep the hands? Many times we keep the hands in a photographic posture. But after some time, these hands start pulling us in front and we become a question mark. Therefore, put your hands properly interlocked, lower three fingers interlocked together, index finger to index finger, and thumb to thumb. Put it in your lap, not somebody else's lap. The idea is the weight is not displaced. If you put it here, the weight will be displaced. Put it in your lap. Thereafter, the third quality we have to attain so that we can get out of the body identification. This getting out of body identification is extremely important. I can't emphasize more than this. Those who don't get this point, they'll be all the time thinking and talking about when I sat, something happened here, something happened here, something happened in the throat, something happened in the bhrumadhya. And what is that? Is it the Kundalini is awakening? Whether Kundalini is awakening or sleeping, you are not getting out of body. That is important. Don't worry what happens to the body. Or else you will get caught up in that. See friends, there is one person, very elderly man, must be about 80. And he's a great person. So when I met him, he doesn't normally meet anybody, but to me he saw. And when he sat, he was all the time doing like this, With his two hands, he'll pull from the umbilicus up. In a minute, he will do at least 10-15 times. And thereafter, Swamiji, those people came continuously like that. So I asked him, I said, Bahu, are you caught up in Manipur chakra? So his eyes opened. He said, you are the first person. I met so many people. And to everybody I tell them gas trouble hai. But it's not a gas trouble. Then he told me his story. He said such and such thing happened. And then I got a jerk from the below. And then my Kundalini started awakening. But it got caught up here. It's not going up. And all the things I try, I just can't. And I just keep on doing like this because somebody is pushing from inside. See? And like this I have come across at least half a dozen people here and there. Their whole life is only this. Spirituality. No. Get out of this body identification. See? This Kundalini is the most misunderstood and confused thing. Never practice on your own the way you read the books, etc. Never. When that book, Shiva Sutra Sadhana, was honored, one great Mahatma, Kedarnath Baba, he was talking to me. He said, what you have written in your book is so true. Maximum people are confused about this Kundalini chakra. They only get lost. I heard the sound, I saw the light, I had the fragrance. That is not the purpose of Yoga Shastra. See? Therefore, asana practice to get out of body identification. Don't forget this basic point. So, when we are sitting in this way, Body is firm at the base, vertically steady, hands are in the lap. Now the next step is we have to relax the body. We'll tell the body, relax the body part by part, but the truth is, body is not having tension. It is the mind which is having tension. See, mind has two aspects. One is a common mind, which is one for all of the total creation. There is one mind. That one mind is maintaining the life in the body. If the mind disowns the body, as in death, the body's 5 elements start disintegrating and it merges in the total. So this mind is responsible for keeping the body alive. By taking the shape and the form of the body, it creates an individuality. So two aspects: common mind, which is maintaining the life in the body, and the shape of the body, which is taken by the mind, that creates a personality. Like gold is common for all the ornaments, and a particular name and the form of the gold creates a personality of that ornament. Exactly the same way, the mind has got its two aspects. One aspect of the mind is maintaining life in any body, whether it is an insect or it is a human being. Mind is same. Now what is to be achieved is, we have to drop the shape and the form of the mind which it has taken with reference to this particular body. This happens in 3 conditions. One, in ignorance, when we are in deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are neither man nor woman, nor young nor old, nor rich nor poor, because the body's shape is dropped. We are neither inside nor outside. We are neither here nor there. See? Because all these things are only when the mind has taken the shape of the body. We have to drop that. So when the shape of the body is dropped, nobody is born. This is the first step in meditation through the practice of asana. If this is the aim and then we are doing our yoga abhyas, then we are going in the right direction. Otherwise, we keep on doing all acrobatics and present it on the stage. We do these many yogasanas. You see, most of the yoga students, they do this thing. So, now we start. As you are sitting, try to avoid, unless physically necessary, the support of the back. When the surface area increases, we go to sleep. So, if possible, avoid taking the support of the back, or else you will sleep. Now you are sitting in this posture. Before we start relaxing the body, some psychological adjustments are necessary. First, we are here by our own choice. Whenever we do anything by our own choice, it is not a burden. We make ourselves fully available. Therefore, we are here on the seat, cheerfully, happily, comfortably sitting. Anything that we do must begin with joy. The second adjustment, in our heart is our beloved Lord and the Guru Maharaj. The Lord protects us from within. The Guru guides us from within. This removes the element of fear which many a time creeps in our mind. We are not alone. The Lord and the Guru, they are guiding us. Third adjustment, we have to drop our total past. Because past belongs to the body, not to us. We are the presence, and past is for the body. Therefore, when we drop the total past, we are approaching to what we are. When we hold on to the past, we become somebody. I was a child, I was young. To achieve this, we suggest ourselves that I am Mr. Nobody. Nobody has no past. Somebody always have a past. The fourth adjustment, we have to block the future. What we will do after meditation, do not take any sankalpa. Don't decide anything. So when the past and the future are dropped, now we are in the present. So we have to remain fully in the present. So we start relaxing the body. When we give instructions, your body will understand. You don't bother and ask a question how to do it. We start from the top up to the toe. Relax the head muscles. Relax the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyeballs. There is no pressure on the eyeballs. The eyelids are softly closed. Don't try to see anything. Let the focal length be to the infinite. Relax the nose, the lips, the chin, ears. Relax the facial muscles. Relax the neck from all the four sides. Hang down the shoulders. We are unnecessarily lifting them up. Relax the shoulder joints. Relax the upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms and fingers. Relax, relax, relax. Let us pause for a moment. See, your body is now divided in two parts, relaxed and not yet relaxed. Relaxed areas have minimum muscle tone. There is hardly any tension. The weight of our hands has increased in our lap because the mind has dropped them to a great extent. The thumbs and the index fingers are pressing hard against each other because mind is withdrawn from these areas. The rest of the body is still having tension and muscle tone. Recognize this. Now come back to your shoulders. Relax the chest. Go slowly downwards right up to the base, part by part. Relax, relax, relax. Now relax the sides from shoulder downwards. Go part by part on both sides. Right up to the hip joints. Relax, relax, relax. Now go to the back side, starting from the neck downwards, along the spine and both sides of muscles, longissimus dorsi, go downwards, right up to the hips and the sitting bones. Relax, relax, relax. One more observation. The weight of our body has increased on the base. The sitting bones may have some pulsation because the weight of the body has increased. Now relax the hip joints and hips. Relax the thighs, knees, relax calf muscles, ankles, heels and toes. Relax, relax, relax. Now, as if walk out of your body and you will see there are so many bodies sitting in this hall. One among them is my body and me. In fact, there is no logic or reason. It is only by practice. Now take the front view of your body from outside. See the head, forehead, and thus go downward right up to the base, part by part. And if there are patches of tensions, straighten them out. Don't forget you are outside the body. Now go to the right side of your body and from outside take the right view of your body, the right side of the head, the right ear, and just go downward slowly up to the hip joint. If there are patches of tensions, sort them out. Don't forget you are outside. Now go to the back side of your body. From a distance, see the back view, the back side of the head, the neck, the shoulders, and go downwards. Now come to the left side of the body. Don't forget you are outside. Repeat the same process to take the left view. Here you will see that there are more tensions because the other three sides are relaxed. To maintain the body, left side develops little more tensions. So go downwards from the head and relax, relax, relax. Right up to the hip joints. Now come in front of your body. Now observation. The shape, the form, the contour line of the body has become non-distinct. Because the mind has dropped the shape and the form of the body. Because of this, the concept that I am inside the body and the world is outside the body, this concept disappears. Now the individual mind has dissolved in the universal mind. Now there is no concept or reference to the body. Because the mind dropped the shape and the form of the body. Forms or bodies are many. Formless, bodiless is one. If this has correctly happened, in the absence of a reference, mind cannot think. Because there is no past, future, there is no present also. What is presence. Without efforts, the thinking process is suspended. Because there is no thinking required, the oxygen requirement is also reduced. The metabolic rate falls. And hence the breathing is extremely slow and shallow. There are no efforts. Because the individuality has merged in the absolute. because of the old habits, thoughts will come. Learn to remain indifferent. Any thought, any experience. If the breathing quality changes, the thoughts will come. If breathing becomes deep, you are likely to enter sleep. If breathing becomes faster, you are getting identified with the body. If the mind is not keeping quiet, then engage the mind in inquiry. What is that which is other than the body? The first we must know what is a body. Body has a shape and a form. So what is other than the body? Shapeless, formless. And that is the space. So we start playing space, space. What it is like being space? Now play space, space. Space has no beginning, no middle, no end. Space is only one. Is it not our experience? We have no beginning, no middle, no end. We have no experience of birth, beginning, modifications, and experience of death. We are this eternal principle. Body has a shape, space is shapeless, formless. So let us play what it is like being without form, forms are many, formless is one. This me, the formless, has supported all the shapes and the forms of the body, but remain untouched by the changes in the shape. This formless space experience is our nature. Space supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. In the same manner, if the things and the beings of this world, let them be around, they cannot disturb us. Hence, asana helps us get out of the body identification. The individual mind dissolves in the total mind, like the ornament dissolves in the gold. The wave dissolves in the ocean. The somebodies dissolve in the nobody. Nobody is the one who has no body. He is functioning through the body, but he is not the body. Now, the last thing, very important, When you take deep breath 3-4 times slowly, you can observe how the mind is taking the shape of the body, and the body is now included in our mind. A sense of otherness has prevailed. Now, second thing, when you move your toes and fingers slowly, don't do anything violently. Now the concept that I am inside the body and the world is outside has become real. And again the individuality is born. This process, when consciously lived throughout the day, then we are practicing yoga in daily life. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.